Okay, here's another one.
If your version of strength is acting like you don't feel a thing at all, then you're not strong, you're scared. You see, Stoicism isn't courage, it's just fear with a six pack and a strict schedule. Wake up at 5 a.m., cold plunge, journaling. No sugar, no softness, no emotions, just grind. Modern Stoicism, marketed like protein powder for the soul. It's clean, it's packaged, very convenient, and just as hollow if you're only using it to bulk up your image while your insides rot from being suppressed. Okay? Think about it. The original Stoics, okay, they were not soulless machines. The way it's practiced today, perceived today, it's cosplay. For people who are emotionally malnourished, okay? People who are afraid to face the ache, the mess, the absurdity. They wear their detachment like an iron mask, but it's not protection. It's more like paralysis, okay? The world tells men and more so everyone else that feeling is weakness. Crying is wavering. Doubting is failing. And none of that's true. Feeling means you're alive, okay? Strength is not like the lack or absence of emotion. It's being able to absorb that impact and stay human. Stoics think they've mastered life because they can behave like a statue. But the truth is, statues break, living things bend and move. So, I don't know. You know, don't suppress your pain. Move with it, absorb it, understand it, let it flow through you, in and out. Pretending like you're unaffected doesn't really make you strong, it makes you brittle. Uh, there's no moisture there. If your answer is to just shut off, okay? Shut down your feelings. That's not wise. It's just tapping out. Just don't. I mean, it's in many ways. I could see how a young man can see it as something that is attractive, but really, it's a it's a prepackaged lie. Okay, it's discipline without any depth. It's denial. So, stop hiding and start acting. If you're wearing a mask of control, ask yourself, what are you protecting? Like, why? Your ego, your image, your heart, curating all these moments of calm. It's really costing you the opportunity to actually be present and being here. Stop pretending. There's no plan. Stop pretending like you're above all of it. You're not. You're stuck in the game with the rest of us. The rules are nonsense, and we're all still here, So you can engage, don't withdraw. You know, another pretty uncomfortable truth, is really, you know, stoicism is hiding um, people who are too afraid to admit that they have feelings, you know. And it can work temporarily. I'm not saying don't ever use it, but don't turn your whole entire mind and heart into something that's locked into a fortress. Okay. If that's how you are, you're somewhat lost. And I understand how you feel. You're off script, you've lost your course. This is the safest way for you to feel grounded. Um, but the first steps towards you actually reclaiming your own life and actually stepping out into this chaos, is acknowledging that you're wearing a mask and it needs to come off. Open the door, step outside, come join us. We need people out here laughing, bleeding, sweating. Um, so keep waking up. You're here, you see this. There's something that you recognize, right? Real strength, it's feeling and then still showing up. You respect people who are able to absorb some of the most painful and mature situations, some of the most sobering times. And those people who can still act and engage with it, not pretend like it doesn't bother them. And I feel really bad for those of you who have gotten so cold that it actually doesn't bother you. Do you see where I'm going?